Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us all on our path to our highest vibrational good. So for our key to the week, we have the Lady Venus, or the Empress, here in as the key, right? So this means that this week you're very much tapping into that Venusian energy that is floating around in the sign of Leo at this moment in time. What it the Empress kind of suggests that this week there are going to be a lot of harmonious moments. There's going to be some moments that you can really enjoy. It also asks you to take your time with things and enjoy the moment, right? This is very much, if you haven't seen it, please check out the weekly general. This is about being present in your body at this moment in time. It's about being present where you are and being okay with that moment at this moment in time. So this is a time for us, really, if anything, to embody whatever it is that we're trying to push towards, or whatever it is that we're trying to manifest into our lives. And it's a time for us to really focus on what it is that we are trying to create on a material or practical level. For our actions and options, we have the Two of Wands. So if you are pushing towards or striving for more adventure or enjoyment in your life, this is a great time to do it. This is a great time. In fact, this would be a great time. This would be a great week, rather, to go out for dinner with friends, go out for dinner with family. This is a really good time for you to have the best experience that your budget will allow, right? So whatever that looks like to you, whether this is going out for a slap-up meal, whether it is, going out for some cocktails with friends, maybe this is going for a massage or a treatment of some sort. Now, obviously, with that said, whatever your budget can allow, that doesn't mean you have to go out and max out your credit card. The other thing is with the Empress coupled with the Two of Wands, this could be you connecting with somebody that is either going to be instrumental in your rise or your come up in some way, shape, or form, or it could see you connecting with somebody who moves around or travels in affluent circles. But this week, it's all about you enjoying yourself, and it kind of feels like you're tapping into that weekly general energy, where it's like, you're like, you know what, I know this is the last moment that I really have to enjoy myself, so I'm going to do it now before it all starts to get, however it gets. For our communications and conversations, we have the Four of Pentacles. This week, you do need to think about where it is that you might be stuck in your ways, where it is that you might not necessarily be allowing for freedom of expression, because the thing is, Leo loves to freely express who they are, but this week it could be that you're being a bit rigid about something. Your Four of Pentacles can be that very stuck or stagnant energy, and because it's coupled with the Empress, this could as well, it could be where something about your nature that is stubborn is highlighted to you. And because it is kind of brought up, and you've got that Empress there as the key to the week, this could give you the push, or it could certainly make it easier for you to change something about your communication style, or maybe your outlook. And it might be easier to do this. It might be easier under this Venus transit as well, to make you more agreeable at this moment in time. So just something for you to consider at the moment. So if somebody presents something to you and you think, oh, that's a bit harsh, just think about the way that it's being presented, and more importantly, what you can do to use that information to adjust the way that you move through the world, or move through life in general. For your money and materials, you have the Hanged Man. So this could be a week where you are overindulging, whether this is in food, whether it's alcohol, substances, if that's your flight of fancy. This could be a week where you are maybe going a little bit too far with it. So as I said, definitely enjoy yourself, but maybe when it comes to the finances, only go as far as your budget will allow. And what that means is, you don't max out the card. You don't dip into your savings. Like, it's kind of like have a slice of cake, not the cake. And that's probably the best way to put it. So this week you really want to be aware of what you're doing financially and how you're using your money. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is an interesting one, because the Hanged Man can kind of say to you, you need to slow it down. So, life in the fast lane this week, and this is the thing, you can enjoy yourself without having to live in that, in that. And when it comes to your home and environment, it looks like you're doing whatever you can to, it's kind of like you're laying the foundations for whatever it is that you're going to need over the next few months. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're really starting to prepare as we get into the autumn season. This is about you really preparing for the winter ahead, so to speak. For your love and relations, you have the 8 of Cups. So this week you could be having some challenging conversations when it comes to the love, when it comes to the romance, when it comes to all of that, all of that energy, to be honest with you. What I would say to you as well, for those of you that are single, it could be that this is the person that highlights something to you and it makes you go, wow, okay, you know what? Maybe that's why I'm having trouble finding a partner, because I'm not aware that I'm doing that, or that I'm approaching all relationships from that stance or from that viewpoint. If you are in a relationship, this could be you saying, right, okay, you know what? I'm ready to give us a fresh start. I'm ready to give us a new go over. And if that is the case, what you are going to have to really think about is being okay with that, right? If you're ever truly going to move forward in a relationship, you've got to be prepared to let the past go. If you can't do that, then you need to find a way to address it. And I think this week, if you do so, your chances are you could come to some sort of satisfactory conclusion. You could certainly reach an agreement or an understanding that, it's going to take time and here's what you can do with it. But it's going to be an interesting week for Leos, all in all, and an even more interesting one when you consider what our October looks like. If you haven't seen it yet, please don't forget to check out your October 2020 Taroscope. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week, as best as you possibly can, without blowing the bank. Take care, and I'll see you soon.